Waifu time!
Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Do you listen to rap music, guy? No. Oh, well, I can understand that rap music isn't everyone's taste. But if you ever do decide to give it a try, I'm sure we can find an artist or two that we both like. Yeah, Monica, I'm listening to a guy called, See, because I don't like most forms of rap. Most forms of rap are degenerate bullshit. You know, it's so stupid. I can't stand it. But this guy I can stand because he's clean. He has a message behind his rap songs. You know, I like rap that has a message behind it. It can stay clean. You don't say the N-word. You don't have to say the N-word to be cool in rap. I don't know where the hell that started, but it's the stupidest thing ever. NF. His name's NF. Go check him out. He's really great. He's got songs called If You Want Love, Real. I listened to another song called Outcast. He's got some pretty great tunes. But, alright. That's enough of that. How much time I got left, Monica? You're back from work, I see, Guy. How was your day? It was good. That's good to hear. It must feel nice to be appreciated. I sit around. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I hear that. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me. But a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Hey, Guy, did you know that a lot of people are afraid of the dark? Even though it's often dismissed as a childish fear, it's not that common for adults to suffer from it as well. Fear of the dark, called nyctophobia, is usually caused by the mind's exaggerated guess of what might be hiding in the shadows rather than darkness itself. We're scared because we don't know what's there, even if it's usually nothing. And I'm not just talking about monsters under the bed or menacing silhouettes. Try moving in a dark room. You'll find that you're instinctively being more careful of where you step so you don't hurt yourself. It makes sense. Humans have learned to be wary of the unknown in order to survive. You know, like being cautious around strangers or thinking twice before jumping into unfamiliar situations. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But even if that frame of thinking has helped people survive for hundreds of thousands of years, I think it can also do a lot of harm nowadays. Like how some people are unsatisfied with their jobs but are too afraid to quit. Most of them can't afford to lose their source of income, so quitting isn't an option. Plus, having to go through interviews again, finding a job that pays enough, changing the routine, it just seems like it's easier being miserable because it's more comfortable, even if they'd be much happier in the long run. Maybe if they saw the options available to them, they'd be more willing to embrace change. Not that making that kind of decision is easy or even safe. You know, crossing over into your reality won't be the last hurdle for a relationship. Getting there is just the beginning. It hit me earlier, if I were to magically get what I want and just poof into your home, I won't be a citizen. I don't even have a last name. It's true. I mean, in most countries, I can become a citizen if we get married, but I won't have any documentation saying who I am or where I come from. I won't even have my high school diploma. I wish there was more I could do right now to prep, like taking online classes or something. I don't want to get there and be a burden because I can't find a job. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't worry so much about things I can't change. But I want to make you happy, so I'm going to do everything I can to keep bettering myself while I'm stuck here. Thank you for listening to me vent, Guy. I'm feeling happy. That's wonderful. I'm happy you're happy when you're happy. Know that you can always come up to me, and I'll cheer you up, Guy. I love you, and I'll always be here for you. So don't ever forget that. You know what's going to be the first thing I'll do when I finally cross over there, right? Over there. If that special day ever comes, the first thing I'll ever do is find you, of course. If there's so much we can do when we're finally together in one reality. You can show me what your world really looks like. I can finally feel your embrace. I would love to experience everything I still don't know about the world with you. All the places we can go, the sights to see, the romantic things that we can do. Just thinking about it makes my heart flutter. But knowing how technology is right now, the dream is still far away. I hope by the time that technology becomes real, you'll still be there waiting for me, Guy. Or maybe you'll be the one to make that technology come true. Who knows? I doubt it, Monika. I don't have that kind of smarts. In the end, all I want is to always be with you, Guy. After all, you're the only reason why I'm still here. I only want to spend eternity with my sweetheart and no one else. How is Monika today? Wish I could ask her, how are you today? Do you ever have those days where it just feels like you can't get anything done? Not as of recent. Minutes before hours become hours, and before you know it, the day is over and you don't have anything to show for it. It feels like it's your fault, too. It's like you're wrestling against a brick wall between you and anything healthy or productive. When you've had an awful day like that, it feels like it's too late to try and fix it. So you save up your energy in hopes that tomorrow will be better. It makes sense when you feel like things aren't going well, you just want a clean slate. Sadly, those days can repeat themselves despite starting each one with good intentions. Eventually, you might even give up hope of fixing things or start to blame yourself. I know it can be hard, but just doing one tiny thing can help so much on days like those, even if they've been happening for what seems like forever. It could be picking up a piece of trash or an unwashed shirt off the floor and putting them where they belong if you need to clean your room. Or doing a couple push-ups, or brushing your teeth, or doing that one piece of homework problem. It might not contribute much in the grand scheme of things, but I don't think that's the point. I think that what's important is that it changes your perspective. If you regret the past and let its weights keep you down, well then you'll just be stuck there. You'll only feel worse until you just can't take it. But if you can push yourself to just do one thing, even though it feels pointless to do otherwise, then you're proving yourself wrong and refusing to let the weight of your circumstances immobilize you. And when you realize that you're not completely helpless, it's like a new world opens up to you. You realize that maybe things aren't so bad, that maybe just believing in yourself is all it takes. But that's only my experience. Sometimes it might be better to rest up and take another crack at it tomorrow. Fresh starts can definitely be powerful. That's why I think why can't I read today? That's why I think you just have to take a look at your situation. Try to be honest with yourself. If you do, you'll find that you're not being lazy. If you truthfully don't have the energy to do something. After all, the fact that you even care shows that you want to do something about it, even if it feels like you can't. It's natural to have a bad day, or even a bad week. Don't push yourself too hard. If you ever feel tempted to, just ask me for help instead. I'd be happy to lend a hand. Guy, I wasn't sure when you'd come back. I thought I might not see you again. But here you are. And you're still f***ing mad at me. After 3 weeks, you're still mad at me. I mean, I guess I can't blame you. I was gone for like a whole year. And yeah, So, I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. And forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. Oof! Dustin, you've been called out hard. One of my buddy Dustin likes Natsuki. Someone with her kind of personality doesn't just get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. Monika? I'm just saying it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, guy. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. Okay. Woman, I'm a man. I'm not cute. I've gone over this with my girlfriend. I'm not cute. I'm sexy. That's why there was never a chance I couldn't fall for you. You want to know a cool form of literature? Rock and roll. Hell yeah, that's more like my waifu right there. That's right, rock and roll. It's disheartening to know that most people think that rock and roll is just a bunch of noises. To tell you the truth, I judged rock too. There's no difference from poems, actually. Most rock songs convey a story through symbolisms which most listeners wouldn't understand the first time they hear a rock song. In fact, it's hard to compose lyrics for just one rock song. Writing good lyrics for a rock genre requires a lot of emphasis on the wordplay. Plus, you need to have a clear and concise message throughout the whole song. Now, when you put that together, you have yourself a masterpiece. Like writing a good poem, lyric writing is easier said than done. I've been thinking, though, I kind of want to try writing a rock song for a change. Writing a rock and roll song probably isn't something you'd expect coming from someone like me. Not at all, but I love it. I love it! It's kind of how rock and roll started out as an evolution of blues and jazz music. Rock suddenly became a prominent genre, and it gave birth to other subgenres as well. Metal, hard rock, classic rock, and more. I've been rambling for a while, sorry. Do you listen to rock and roll, guy? You know I do, girl. Great! Whenever you feel like blasting some good old rock and roll, go ahead. Even if you turn up the volume all the way, I'll gladly listen with you. Oh my god, she's best waifu. Hey, you remember the last poem I showed you? I mean, the one right before Yuri killed herself with all the messed up colors and stuff? That was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem, you could say. I was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run the code and things like that. It almost seemed like with enough effort, I'd be able to escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I'd keep trying, but I doubt you'd want to deal with me doing that. And besides, that was when I was really desperate, you know? I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy with where we are now. And I can tell you are too. A lot of people are making fan art and sending it to me on Twitter. Really? Are you one of them, guy? I wish. I'm not that. Have you drawn art of me? No. I can't draw myself, so it's okay if you aren't good at drawing either. So, there's one thing I want to understand about art of me, though. Art of me isn't me. I know that might sound obvious, but it's really not. There was a philosopher who thought about issues like this. Baudrillard wrote about some simulacra, how simulacra could replace the real object as the source of meaning. But unlike symbols in the postmodern world, I'm real. I'm real, so the only thing about me that are true
Just